All right, we're here. It says 51 seconds, but it should be right now. Fantasy Football Lab, week 8 with my co-host, right, Leon. Let's do it. Jump right on. San Francisco, Houston. Houston's favored 1.5, 41.5. Over on the points. The run offense of San Francisco, 95. The run defense of Houston, 179 yards allowed. CMC, player to target, 26.9. Last game, 40.1. Eruption. And of course, I played him. So, what do you think about San Francisco Houston matchup?
Um, I think it's a super under game, and it's all based around Houston. Houston's the ranked last fell, can't protect the quarterback, but then their defense is one of the top three. They forced just this past Monday night. They forced 3 turnovers, had a defensive touchdown. We're getting after the quarterback, so I think this is all based on Houston. If Houston should dominate, but their record doesn't show that. But they're back home. I feel like Houston could pull an upset here, and like you said, McCaffrey's the main character here. If they can shut him down, they get the win.
Yeah, I like San Francisco. I don't think they shut them down. So Giants, Philly. Philly's favorite at 7.5. Giants won last matchup with Dart going off 44.5 under on the points. I like Philadelphia. Run defense of New York Giants 131. Run offense of the Eagles 88. Alarming bottom three in running offense. Eagles. Devontae Smith 15.1. Last game 37.3. He erupted. He's ascending. Also, there's an injury, right? The receiver's out. AJ Brown.
AJ not out. He just didn't practice this week.
They're
Usually when
saying
you don't
out. They're
practice,
saying out. They're
yeah, I
saying
got
out.
questions on
Oh,
my
okay.
end, but
Uh,
yeah, it
uh,
happens.
so, what do you think about the game?
Eagles baseball to the Giants. I think Giants are coming off of an emotional loss, coming back on the road. Young team. If they regroup, I think the Eagles are ready this time. Not light-handed. Big win for the Eagles going into the bye.
Yeah, I think they got him. Chicago, Baltimore. I like Chicago. Baltimore's favorite at 6.5, 48.5 under on the points. Chicago pass offense 217 with Caleb Williams. Baltimore passing defense 247, so not so great. Henry averaging 10.4, last game 7.3. So what do you think about this Baltimore Chicago matchup? Um,
Be
I think
careful.
Lamar comes back.
Lamar is back, and they also get a lot of the defensive players back. Hamilton's back. Roquan Smith is back. Um, Malika Starks is back. So they're basically coming off this bye, 100% healthy. Lamar Jackson, his record against the NFC is 24-5. He already has a loss this year against Detroit. I don't I think Chicago, if they keep this close, it stays competitive. But I definitely do like Lamar and Baltimore bouncing back, um, putting an end to Chicago's 4-game winning streak and
I
an end to their.
think Chicago's defense has been stepping up, and Baltimore's defense has not been stepping up. So I think this is the game that Chicago's offense does some work here. So I like Chicago. Okay, Buffalo, Carolina. Buffalo 7.5. I like Buffalo 45.5 on the points. Under on the points. Carolina's defense is a little bit underrated. Buffalo total offense 378. Carolina total defense 296. Cook, Mr. Cook, 18.1 he's averaging. Last game 8.7. So what do you think?
Glad you brought up Cook because everybody's talking about Buffalo's defense, 31st rush defense. Now you're facing this high-powered rushing offense with Donald and Chuba Hubbard, which is third in the NFL. But what nobody's talking about is the opposite. Uh, James Cook is fourth in the NFL rushing, and they're playing bottom five Carolina Panthers rush defense. So Bills bounce back, 2-game losing streak coming off a bye. Uh, Panthers, they're home. They usually play great at home, but no Bryce Young in this game. Andy Dalton starting. If it does stay close, it's only because Hubbard and Dowd will go crazy. But if they get down big, you can't run the ball. Buffalo wins this game easy.
Yeah. Cleveland, New England. New England's favorite 6.5. I like New England 40.5. Under on the points, low scoring game. Cleveland pass defense 174 yards. New England pass offense 240. Drake May 24.3. He's averaging. Last game 26.2. So what do you think about this matchup?
One of the top offenses, one of the top defenses. Um, the only thing Cleveland's defense on the road. I think this game stays close. Halftime, maybe third quarter, and then the pressure of Drake May and that offense puts it away. Drake May, 75% completion percentage, ungodly. You're talking Tom Brady, 12 times, 2 interceptions, has a QBR of 115. A man's on fire. Wasn't for Mahomes and Daniel Jones, he could be the MVP. But they definitely got to keep up the winning. But I definitely do like Patriots.
Yeah, I'm with you. Jets, Cincinnati. I like Cincinnati. They're favored at 6.5, 44.5. Under on the points. The New York Jets pass defense 197 yards allowed. Cincinnati passing offense 200. But with Flacco, the last 2 games, Flacco's got 22 and 32.3 fantasy points. So the last 2 games of Flacco, they're going up. They're climbing up. Chase 22.2. Last game 39.1. So almost double of what he averages. So what do you think about Cincinnati against the Jets, the lowly Jets, 0-7?
Horrible. Definitely think Cincinnati right along with you. Let's talk about the Jets. The Jets do not have. I mean, everybody wants to put this on Justin Fields, but Garrett Wilson's out. Who do you throw the ball to? Name me their second wide receiver that's not named Brees Hall.
Reynolds.
Josh Reynolds. But I looked up his stats, Hector. 10 receptions all year.
Yeah.
That can't be your second wide receiver. That's usually a third or a fourth. But look at Tampa Bay. Like 3 guys are averaging 30 receptions. You got to try to find out who's going to be here next year already, and yeah, start planning for the draft because the Jets, I don't see no hope with them. I don't know if Fields is starting, Taylor starting. They haven't made up their mind yet, but definitely take the Browns. Momentum's on their side. They're
The Bengals.
starting to run,
The
the Bengals are the Bengals, and they're starting to run the ball with Chase Brown, 108 yards. His yard game week. Definitely.
Yeah. Miami, Atlanta. Atlanta 7.5, 44.5 over on the points. I got Atlanta. Miami total defense 363. Atlanta total offense 364. Top 10 Atlanta offense. London 16.2 he's averaging. Last game 8.2. So what do you think about Atlanta's offense against Miami?
Field day. Big bounce back after the loss to San Fran. Bijan only had 40 yards rushing. I think he comes back big. London comes back big. Uh, Miami's a joke. 3 interceptions each the last 2 games for Tua. Talking about firing the coach, firing GM. They're just hot trash right now. They're doing. They're getting ready.
Moving on, Tampa Bay, New Orleans. Tampa Bay 3.5, 46.5 under on the points. I like Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay run offense 100 yards. Um, New Orleans run defense 129. So Rashad White, 11 points he's averaging. Last game 8.4. He's projected to do like 18 points or something crazy. So what do you think about Tampa Bay this game?
Um, I think this is a trap game for Tampa Bay. They're going
It
on
could
their
be.
bye next. Yeah, they're super banged up. I actually like the Saints. This is the division game. Saints at home. Um, be careful taking Tampa Bay. I don't see after that loss to Detroit, Baker Mayfield's still hurt with his bicep. I think New Orleans finds a way to sneak this one out and beat Tampa Bay. They always give Tampa Bay trouble over the years, even when Brady was there. Now with Mayfield, New Orleans sneaks the game out, gets their second win of the year.
Yeah, it could happen. Dallas, Denver. Denver's favorite at 3.5. Go Dallas, 50.5 over on the points. I think this is the most high scoring game, probably. I don't know, but it's tough to say because Denver's defense. Dallas passing offense, 268. Denver passing defense, 180. Dakota Prescott, 25.9. He's averaging. Last game, 31.7. What do you think about Dallas?
Uh I think this is the game of the week outside of maybe Pittsburgh and Green Bay.
Yeah.
Let me ask. So Dak is second in the NFL in passing with 1,881. Pickens is fourth in the NFL with 607.
Yeah.
Guess who's second in the NFL in rushing? Javante Williams. I never thought that he would be second in rushing, but he is with 592, right behind Taylor. They're attacking you with a balanced attack. If you're going to beat Denver, you got to run the ball and play defense. Bo Nix, his fantasy numbers look great, 11th in yards, 10th in touchdown, but his efficiency is horrible. He's 23rd in the NFL with 80.7. Their defense is playing lights out,
Yeah.
third in yards per first in sacks. I think Cooper and Bonatelli, they're second and third in the NFL in sack totals at the top. So who can enforce their will. I think the Cowboys, with the momentum, they're actually playing good. They look good. They look like a team. Come out and beat Denver after their emotional win against the Giants last week.
Yeah, what a game against the Giants. How the Giants defense blew all those points in the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah, they said first time ever, 33 points in the fourth quarter. Imagine you having the under and then boom, 33 points in the fourth. Like that was ridiculous. But
Giants suck. Tennessee Colts. Colts are favored at 14.5. I like Tennessee, 47.5 under. Tennessee total defense, 350 yards. Indy total offense, 380. Top two. Colts top two offense in total yards. That's a surprise. Danny Dimes, 22.5. Last game, 25.7. Ty Warren, 14.5. Last week, 16.9. So what do you think about the Colts offense against Tennessee?
there's a quick correction. You mean you like the Colts this week, right? You said Tennessee.
Well, not on the points, 14.5. They're not
Oh, you
covering
like the
four.
yeah,
Yeah.
these two teams are each other again from week three. Score was 41-20 in Tennessee. I know what you mean with that high point score, but this is a team like the Jets. Fired their head coach. Jeffrey Simmons, their best defensive players, out this week, and wide receiver Calvin Ridley, he's out this week. Unless Indianapolis doesn't take them serious, I can't see how Tennessee keeps this game close. But like you said, top offense Jones 105.9 QBR, top 10 in the NFL, and then you got the number one rusher in the NFL in touchdowns and yards with Jonathan Taylor. Uh, be careful playing these guys on fantasy. If they blow them out, they might pull a lot of these guys out. So, but definitely like the Colts.
Green Bay Pitt. Green Bay's favorite at 3.5. I like Pittsburgh, 44.5 under. Green Bay passing offense, 226 yards. Pittsburgh passing defense, 258. Jacobs, 20.6 he's averaging. Last game, 18.8. So what do you think about this matchup?
Revenge game. Well, Rogers is playing it down. He's saying it's not a revenge game, but I think this is a highly explosive game. Wouldn't be surprised if this ends in a tie because these two teams are matched up pretty good, and it's a Sunday night game with Green Bay. One guy to look out for, Matthew Golden. Green Bay's been working in like sections. So the first two games, the tight end Tucker got off, 200-yard receiving games in week 1 and 2. Then Jacobs, the running back, he went off against the Browns in Dallas with 4 touchdowns total. And now Romeo Dobbs has been going off the last 2 games. And Matthew Golden, the rookie, is slowly starting to work his way in there. Green Bay is getting healthy again, getting their wide receivers back. Latavius Wicks is back, and I know Christian Watson's soon to follow. So I think Pittsburgh wins this game. For them to be an underdog at home is crazy, and they're coming off a bad loss. I think Green Bay keeps it close, but the Steelers definitely win this game at home in Rodgers' revenge game.
Yeah, they're saying, do you think Rodgers goes off? I think he goes off. I'm going to be starting him in one of these leagues. I see like 3 touchdowns. Washington,
I think,
KC. What? What? Go ahead.
yeah, I think he has a Jordan Love goes off just as well. I think it's a shootout, like the Dallas Green Bay game from Sunday night.
Yeah, that was a good game. Washington, KC 11.5, 47.5 over on the points. I think that spread of 11.5 is a little too high. Take Washington here. Washington pass defense 238. Kansas City passing offense 247. Something's got to give. Both of those yards are pretty close. Patrick Mahomes 284 last week, 31.8. He's quarterback number 1. So what do you think about KC's offense against Washington? Can Washington hold up?
Nah. Washington, a good run defense, but their pass defense has been exposed the last 2 weeks with Chicago and Dallas. And now you got probably the best quarterback in the NFL coming at you with all his weapons. Rice returned week from suspension. 77 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing, 1 receiving. Uh, who do you cover? Who do you stick? And Mahomes is going to go wild. One thing Washington does have good is McLaurin's back and Debo Samuels, but Jake McDaniels is out. Mariota, usually a running quarterback. We'll see what he does, but I definitely like Kansas City to win. Washington should keep it competitive. They just got blown out. I hope it close.
Yeah, it's Kansas City. Kansas City's going to roll. But I don't think they're going to cover on all those points. 11.5 might be a little bit too many points. But you know what? It seems that Jaden Daniels might be out on this game. So you know what? It's possible. It's a possible blowout. I actually forgot about that. I was factoring that Jaden Daniels is going to play. He's not. I'm going to take Kansas City on this game, probably in a blowout. We kept it under 19 minutes. That's unbelievable. I don't know how we did that. We just getting better and better. Thanks for hopping on and doing this with me. Hopefully we get the graphics rolling, maybe for this podcast for week 8. So thanks a lot, Leon. Over and out. That's it.
Have a great week 8.
Take care, guys.